Yeah, because I just keep seeing these videos and the authority women like speak with. I just keep thinking like, you guys are pretty rude for doing nothing jobs. Like we're all kind of losers right now. Okay, in the past, women did demonstrate their value though. They would not sleep around as much. Kinda. I mean, they hit it better. I'll just say that. I don't really look, for all the debauchery women do today, I don't know how we can even argue women didn't do this stuff in the past. There wasn't different women then. I mean, they were just better at hiding it. Um, but at least she had the decency to go. I mean, my I had an aunt and she said they're throwing it back in the day too, and she was telling her. My point is this, they just did it at bars, but at least there was no digital evidence back then, you know what I mean? Um, Women would not speak to or entertain multiple men publicly. Now women have chats about their rosters on the internet. They would at least have the decency to hide it. Women would date with the intent to marry. So, after like 18 or 20. All right. So, women's ego in marriage. Women used to marry an average guy and be okay with an average life. But then, we just have this, inner jealousy that we just want better and better and better. So, when we started seeing all these people living like celebrities in the cities, we just had to join. Women would value their family over anything else. Women at least would try to be happy to have a family. As most of you know, I have been fighting on the front lines of the simp epidemic for years, but I need to tell you about a quiet weapon being ratcheted up against men that is rarely talked about. It's not just the relentless anti-masculinity propaganda and OnlyFans hoes causing the societal issues that we discuss on this show. Did you know that the average city's tap water contains trace pharmaceuticals and endocrine disruptors? This often includes estrogen from birth control. The average adult consumes a credit card worth of plastic every single week. That's 5 grams of plastic a week on average. So it's no wonder that the average male's testosterone is half of what the average was 50 years ago. Testosterone levels decline 1% a year, and without a course correction, we are headed towards extinction. No matter how based you are, you need to be naturally boosting your testosterone. My friends at Chalk, CHOQ.com, are on a mission to save mankind from extinction by boosting your vitality. Chalk's Male Vitality Stack contains premium and potent herbs clinically studied to naturally boost your testosterone levels, sperm count, and overall vitality. Just one of the many ingredients in the Male Vitality Stack was studied in double-blind human clinical trials to boost total testosterone 20% in 90 days. When you boost your testosterone, you'll have more mental clarity, you're more capable of making decisions and taking risks. Having high testosterone will also affect your pheromones, so women will find you more attractive subconsciously. Get the Chalk Male Vitality Stack right now on chalk.com. That's CHOQ.com. Use my name Pearl as your coupon code and you'll get 25% off site-wide on chalk.com. That's CHOQ.com. My name Pearl is the discount code. I mean, when my grandparents died, they were separated. People just separated back then. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, these women are different. I mean, even my grandma that had 13 kids had some feminist talking points, or 9 kids. Where I'm like, Grandma. um, all right. Women would be happy to have a family, not looking for their family to make them happy. Women's egos have always been this way. Women in the past had to hide this because they didn't have the freedom and the power they do now. They did have a lot of power back then, but just not, now we're like drunk on power. We aborted a third of Gen Z. That's a lot of power. Women had to depend on a man to survive, but now those times are gone. Women also, I think it's important to understand women in the past, their reputation depended on kind of being a good person. No more. No more. You could be a sex worker, a literal person selling nudes and be treated like a celebrity and still have, get purity points and respect from men. Isn't that crazy? Here's a combo I had with Emily Wilson. I see women getting big egos from jobs that are not as important or special or as needed as the jobs the men are doing and getting overpaid for them. So what I see happening is they tend to get these big egos thinking they're doing the same thing the men are, but it's very obviously not.
Like when you look at the output of society,
Yeah.
women like
Great point in the chat. Motown stars, that was a great comment. That's like comparing crime before and after law enforcement. There's always people there to commit crimes, more or less consequences. Yup. Beautiful analogy. Beautiful analogy. That was beautiful.
men make 90% of the world's stuff.
Yeah.
Like our jobs could disappear tomorrow, society would run fine, but our income is going close to the same. Why
Yeah.
is that? We're getting overpaid. So I don't know. I think that personally, like if feminists want to be equal, they should be equal.
You
But they
mean go
never
do the difficult jobs to become more equal in that sense?
correct. Or if you want to vote, I think you should get selective service with it.
Yeah.
Or if you want to be married, right? I think there shouldn't be, it should be 50-50, no
Yeah.
child support, no alimony.
Well, okay, but you'll agree. This is like typical women. They're like, we want to be equal unless it's something I don't really like or something that doesn't benefit me. We want all the benefits,
Yeah,
but we want none of the
correct,
negatives.
correct.
Okay, so that's pretty much everyday life with women at this
Yeah,
point.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think like what I understand his point. Not
But
really.
you know, he's just doing this shit for clicks. He saw.
No,
like,
I think Myron believes I think he believes what he says, to be honest. What he's talking about is women like Megyn Kelly. She's done the trad wife stuff for years and saying you can do it all. And at some point, like you have to pick.
Yeah.
You know, you can't really have a full-fledged media career and have young children. Like something's got to give.
Well, something
that's
is going to
what-
be sacrificed.
Yeah, and that's what I think you were getting at. Is
Yeah.
a lot of the women are having these full-fledged media careers and pretending they're trad, and it's just not.
And I'm asking them, how the fuck are you a trad wife when you're online and you're working full time?
Yeah. Okay. So Dark said she could get it all night, but she would have to leave so I could get some sleep alone. Okay, so we're gonna bring up Doug MPA, and then I'm gonna put this in the chat if you guys want to call in. What are some things that you've seen women develop huge egos from? Doug MPA, welcome to the show, my friend.
Hey, how you doing, my friend? What's going on? I love this topic.
Yeah, because I just keep seeing these videos, and the authority women like speak with, I just keep thinking like, you guys are pretty rude for doing nothing jobs. Like we're all kind of losers right now. There's no humility. Do you know what I mean? There's no humility coming to the table anymore.
Yeah, you can see exactly what you're talking about with the job market. Ever since the beginning of this year, who's been losing most of the jobs? All these women that were throwing their big degrees around and saying that they're better than men and their air conditioned offices. What's happening to them? They're getting thrown out on their asses.
They're getting cooked.
Yep, 100%. And that's and guys, some of the symptoms, I think one of the worst symptoms of a woman with a big ego, especially with the B-dubs, is they talk to you like they can beat you in a fight. They will talk to a man like they can kick a man's ass. That's probably the worst symptom of a woman with an ego.